Doomspire Defense is a really good game. The bosses, the towers, the mechanics, but part of that are the maps. There are about 49 of them, and today I am going to beat all of them. And we are going to start off with Base Play is a loot sort of map, so say no to spawner towers. And yes, we did Road Rage. And Dawn 2 turned to a furry for some reason. We placed BB gunners for early and clicked Tycoon. At wave 5, the boss came, but he's quite easy, so it wasn't a problem. At wave 10, this traffic precipitator came, and he was a bit tanky, but the spawner tower closed. On wave 15, the mini Baby Rager came. After a few filler waves, the Roadbrigger came. He is a battler in a truck who does truck stuff. Yeah, we won. Next up was Classic House. Yes, I'm not doing a cinematic for every map. We did hard mode, we placed our spawner towers, and chilled back and relaxed. The mad scientist got easily destroyed, and it was the same for all the other stuff. There was so much destruction, and there definitely wasn't anything weird happening in the jam. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm starting to think that Builders Club is just filler at this point. Please don't beat me up in the comments. Okay, maybe that was just a harsh take, I'm sorry. They're pretty cool though. Doombringer got cooked, and we easily won. Next up was Crossroads. Me and my teammates decided to chill by doing normal. It's not too easy, or it's not too hard. I also invented this thing called trick shot placing, which is pretty fun to do. And I might do it in a future video, I don't know. Anyway, we easily managed to beat the Exponent, and we won. Next up was Release Party. It is the first insane map, and it is quite difficult. It is a small dual lane map, so it's quite hard. I placed mods for defense and farmed quickly for hyper laser for these big heads. They were quite a problem, but I survived. Next up were these juggernauts, which came way too close for comfort. And for the Road Rager, I just deleted him with my bandwagon. Same for these hard. The late game was way easier than the early, so like that, the Exponent vanished and I won. Next up was Autumn. It is a small map, but it's quite easy. I turned on the Cursed Battler mod to make it harder. The first one wasn't that big of a problem, but the second one came pretty close to the base, but I survived. The third one had cloaked attention, but the mods took charge of him. I used my favourite move on the Road Rager. Mr. General died, and so did Exponent. Win. After that, I did the Heights. It is a very big map, so that's why this match took so long. This was honestly such a important match. I literally just started playing tag with skill bro. 1 million years later, and we won. After the Heights match, I started streaming. And yes, the audio was a bit broken. So I streamed some of these maps, and Rocket Arena followed up. We died quite a few times to the jetpacks and the super battlers, yeah, you get the point. But after some trial and error, we destroyed Mr. Doombringer, and we won. The next map was Speeding Wall. This is an insane map that's completely straight, and this wall is trying to get you. I played with 10 players in hard mode, and at first I started using Mr. Tix, but I kept losing. And Sorry here told me to use Tycoon. And then I had lots of money to destroy. All these guys were getting pawned, but this wall sabotaged me and made me get stuck on spectator mode. But that wouldn't stop us, and we still won. Haunted Mansion was next. This map is short, which is pretty problematic, but the main gimmick is that there are these jump scares, which stun your towers, but other than that, we won. The next couple maps were easy. They were Isolated Island and Concert with the Rockstar playing. After them was Graveyard, which which is a cool OG map with great atmosphere, 2 lanes and jump scares. It was still quite an easy map and I won. Doomsday was next. This map was really short, but I wasn't really struggling that much, and I pretty much won without a problem. The next 3 insane maps were streamed. The first map of the 3 was Route 66. This is a dual lane straight map. It did take a few attempts to get the early game right, and I definitely wasn't being greedy, and also I used Tick's loan. I know, I've used the loan and I will never do it again. Anyway, the lag was insane, but Doombringer vanished and we won. Next was Hotel Elephant, and I'm going to be honest, I got completely carried and I barely did anything. So Doombringer died. I thought the win was bugged, but it was actually just these SWAT guys, so we won. The last of the 3 was Futuristic Cityscape. This map has 2 lanes, and what is this footage? We had to secure both paths, and once we did that, we were too powerful and we easily won. This Voxel map was next, and I switched it up a bit by using Corsair, which summons big. But after that, I did Legacy Crossroads with Big Head Yoshi and Alex P. The only difference with this map than Crossroads is that there is no trampoline, so no trick shotting. And other than that, we easily won. The next map was Ruins. It is set in a jungle with a statue and this temple. I also tried Pianist for the first time, and he absolutely destroyed. Next, Legacy Baseplate. This map is tiny. I did do hard mode and closed up against the super balance, and then after that we killed the Bloxies. I got my first close-up look at the Builders Club and then killed Doombringer and won. Next was Legacy Rocket Arena, but guess what? While I was recording, I literally got banned! And after waiting, I could get back. Vinrod here had a question.
Hi, is Rocket League a job?
I played with Tempo, by the way. I used Hyper Laser and he cooked, and Doombringer got quite close to the base. Then Glass Houses, and we did Grandmaster without Survivalist, and because of that our towers kept dying, and like that Mr. Doombringer nearly killed us, but we survived. After Factory Wreckage, but to make it more challenging we did Spawner Owen.
Get that out of my way! I'll show you! I'll show all of you! It's all of you!
It was looking very easy, but also, why does Cloner become this guy and summon so many of these shadows? But anyway, we easily won. Sans appeared. The next map was Arcade. This map is a huge FNAF reference. It is very short and has this very annoying blackout mechanic that drains your money, and this buggy camera system. Quite an interesting map, but anyways, I won easily. Next up, D-Day. This map is very cool. It has these paintballers and this unique minigunner. It also has these cannon things that shoot missiles, and the base can shoot as well at a cost of 20k. But the enemies have more HP. Overall, this map is really good. Then, Yorick's resting place. Seem a little familiar? This map has 2 lanes, but it's pretty bad for mod, so you better use spawn. Once you have some DPS, you can cook all the bosses and eventually win. But after, I did Isolated Island. I was doing hard mode and I did the usual stuff.
I'm over here stroking my...
Yeah, hard mode isn't that hard. So then I did Skylands. It's an island on a sky. I quickly cheesed it as I streamed after that. The first map we did was Race. This is a pretty unique map. The enemies are really fast, but they have to do 3 laps to do damage to you. Mr. Doombringer. Wait, why is it so dark? Why is it so dark? Why is it because it's nighttime? That's cool. It's cool that he looks like that right now. The Doombringer cutscene changed to nighttime, which is pretty cool. But it wasn't really a problem for us though, and we won. Next, Release Party Revenge. This map has 3 lanes, and it was previously part of an event for my most wanted tower. We lost a few times, but when we got things perfectly, it was a breeze. We also had Party and the Sun in the game.
Get out of my way! It's all a lie!
We also had Cake Battler, and Doombringer was destined to get pawned. The third map of the stream was Legacy Heights. This map is tiny. Now seriously, look at the size. It took us 2 hours on stream to beat it. How? Well, we're too good. Timboy played with us, but wait a minute. This guy's an imposter. I'll just call him Tin Pot from now on. The last of the bunch was Cravine. This is supposedly the hardest normal map. It has 6 lanes, but bro, I'm not gonna lie, it was kinda easy. Just look at this. Now, my lag was insane. Well, we beat Doombringer really easily. This is definitely a very overglazed map. Then, Bank. The enemies are trying to steal your money. So wait, where are the enemies? Yep, the enemies weren't spawning. But at wave 5, we just randomly died for some reason. That was a really weird glitch. Anyway, on our actual attempt, we overwhelmed the exponent and won easily. Autumn's brother, Fall, was next. This is just another generic map, which I easily cleared out, so it was an easy win. After, Blocky Bottom. This map has 2 lanes, and it's underwater. The match wasn't too hard as we kind of easily claimed our victory. Swampy Marshes was next. It's another dual lane map set in a swamp. But bro, the space to place in this map is just horrible. Well, still, we did quite well though, by defending both sides. And we killed Doombringer for the 273rd time, and won.
Bro, Omen Chat, when are you gonna make a Discord server?
Oh, I've made a Discord server. Woohoo, yippee! Yay, let's go! Woo! Woo! If you want to join my Discord server, there is a link in the description and in a pinned comment. Anyways, if you're enjoying the video so far, you should like and subscribe. The maps following up were some generic normal and easy maps. These included Freezer Park. I didn't know Pinata could lose limbs when he got stunned, and I didn't know Mad Scientist was truly insane. Magma Bound. Ultimate Paintball. This is the ultimate paintball fight between red and blue. My teammate was a bit questionable. Operation Moonbase. This map is kind of a replacement to the old classic house. Keeper's Fortress. Castle. Virtual Skies. And yes, we did easy mode, don't ask why, we won easily anyway. Then I did some side modes. Undead Coming was first. This map just screams Plants vs Zombies. The Towers of Health that survivalists can heal. And also, they have the final boss is literally just Zomboss. Next up, Incident. This mode is pure chaos, so I just use Blocky Red Strap.
Boom, bam, bop, bada bop, boom, pow.
The last side mode of the 3 is Bloxies Dream. The first 10 waves are based on Area 51, and we killed the Abomination. Then the Forest. Wait, that's my outro music. Anyways, you gotta collect Slenderman's pages to not lose base HP. Then Yorik's resting place. Wait, no, not that one. Yorik himself appears and makes you do some riddles and proceeds to make you go broke. Lastly, the treehouse. Creepy pastas and John Doe. But wait a minute.
No, bro, you should try.
It doesn't matter. None of this does.
Santa's Factory next. This map is so big. It's Christmas themed, has Christmas themed enemies, and Christmas themed bosses. Nutcracker is going to crack your nut. Frosty is such an easy boss though. Now we have the two challenge maps. First up, Balloons. This is literally just blondes from Balloons TD6. This map is just a corner, which makes it challenging. For my paintballer, we use luck. For jetpacks, we used a lot of hypers, and for super battlers, I quickly deleted and replaced my general various times for instant nukes. After that, you just spam, and like that, you should have just about enough DPS to kill Doomsday. And then the last one of them all. What? Oh no, not this again. This map has 9 lanes. Oh my flip. So Rockstar is perfect for this map, and so is Spawn. We had heavy DPS, and somehow we survived the scary wave 49. But barely though. We got lucky that most of our towers were fine as Builders Club came, but that's not the important thing. The Abyss was the important thing. This guy has 6 million HP and can kill you, stealing 30% of your cash and the towers around you. Dang. He also summons a ton of things too sometimes. We luckily had enough DPS to kill Abyss and win. We did it. We beat every single map in Doomspire Defense. And now I'm rich and very close to level 200. Thank you guys so much for watching, and make sure to like and subscribe and join my Discord server. But anyway, have a great day. Subscribe to Cuba Gaming Roblox.